Yeah, and one other important point that Chris brings up as well, all of these sort of, the vast majority of these fundamental principles of digital currencies can be changed by consensus in the network. So hypothetically, somebody correct me if I'm wrong here, there can actually be more than 21 million Bitcoin should 51% of the network agree that there should be more than 21 million Bitcoin. It's purely democratic. Democratic here in the sense of the miners specifically in Bitcoin, the people who contribute the computing power to the network can make these decisions.
So even though it's state.
The one observation I'd make in terms of being a democratizing technology, which theoretically I agree with, don't lose sight of the fact that Bitcoin today, part of these holy wars, Bitcoin today is controlled by China. There are 4 miners that control more than 51% of the hash rate, and they can control the future of Bitcoin. And I listened to Senator Warner this morning talking about the influence of China around technology. This is a real issue.
Mm-hmm. And this is why you have the government paying such close attention to this. And again, it's coming at it from many angles. I mean, you have the government using these technologies, right? Yeah. You have them also regulating these technologies, and you have them keeping a really close eye on them for the very reasons that you just mentioned, Brad.
Bitcoin is this idea that it has survived. I don't think that's true. And I actually think that 2021 is going to be a year in which we discover that what we think is today Bitcoin is actually not Bitcoin. And I know that sounds cryptic, and I'm not prepared to reveal a lot of the work that I've done in this area.
So like, hey, what's the real benefit of crypto? What's the real use case? Sure. And if you look at Bitcoin or Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, whatnot, I would love to say, man, hey, in Japan, everybody uses it at Starbucks, right, to buy their coffee. Not true. Okay. Now, truth, Tony, is people do use it more in Japan to buy stuff than anywhere else. Maybe, right? However, come on. If you look at the global zoom out, right? Speculative value.
Yeah.
It's an investment. It's like buying gold. Okay. That's just the reality of the situation. But for XRP and for Ripple technology, I would say maybe it's because of my role as the CEO of SVI Ripple Asia, but the actual use cases, like for remittance, I get daily reports at 9 a.m. JST every morning on all of the transfers that are being sent using Ripple Tech, okay, from Japan, South Korea, and other places, overseas. There's a lot going on, man. That's a real use case that is way beyond just speculation. And that makes me happy. It makes me excited because that's a real thing where the technology is being used for something other than, the equivalent of buying gold or silver or stocks or equities and gambling, sort of like on investment, right? And I think for a technology to really become successful, it's going to have a use case beyond just pure speculation. By the way, gold has a use case beyond pure speculation. It's called a ring. right? It actually has that, right? Most people don't realize, but Bitcoin doesn't have that yet. We worked so hard to make it, something where you could use as a payment method. But for a variety of reasons, people love their credit cards, even me, to get miles and points and stuff like that. But with Ripple Tech, you're seeing real use cases beyond just speculation.
Hello, everyone. This is the Zen God, and I'm excited to have this episode with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed all the videos I just shared. Some powerful information you will not hear on the mainstream media or on a lot of these big influencers accounts. You will not hear them mention those key things. Another thing you will not hear people talk about, even a lot of these big crypto people, is negative stuff on Ethereum. I've always talked negatively of Ethereum, and I'll tell you why by the end of this video. So the Zen God goes to war and declares war against Vitalik Buterin today. And I'm going to make that very clear. So, I don't really care about the comments or backlash I'll receive for this video. It's going to be fun. But back to the better news. So Jay Clayton, we found out that he's a giant scam artist. So Jay Clayton, I actually think he's blackmailed. So I think some entity has blackmail on him, and they caused him to basically, right after he set the lawsuit, he went and joined a firm that's heavily, a hedge basically backing Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Jay Clayton gave pretty much like huge advantages to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And then he leaves the SEC after giving them a lawsuit and then joins a company that is all about Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's huge conflict of interest. That's just show you the games that we're up against. This should show you how powerful XRP is. That people like this are doing this just to keep it away from being adopted. And this is exactly why Ripple lawyers are actually requesting through the Freedom of Information Act. They want to see the papers on how Ethereum got registered and became not a security, because everything that they're accusing Ripple for doing, Ethereum's already done. So you see there's a set of standards for one people and then there's a set of standards for another. How is that? How is that? And why is American innovation, American technology being pushed down while we're letting this other innovation that is heavily dominated, the mining pools, in China? That's a fact. Stop fucking pretending, guys. You got to stop pretending. People want to pretend. I don't pretend. And I'm not always right. So someone got all mad. Oh, the first thing when this came out, because I said maybe Jay Clayton's working for Ripple and he did this lawsuit to help Ripple get clarity. It ended up my speculation was wrong. But everything boomerangs in the age of Aquarius. We shifted to the golden age. So when people try to do shady things like this, it boomerangs back. And that's what happened. Jay Clayton got exposed. He shouldn't have chose the greatest research community, which is the XRP community. We are the best researchers in the crypto space, hands down. You shouldn't mess with us. We're gonna uncover every skeleton in your closet, and we're gonna find out what you're doing and why you're sabotaging us. When the SEC's literal mission statement is to protect investors like me, and they didn't. They're failing us. They're protecting Chinese investors. Let's be real. But guess what? We're winning. We are winning. Infiltration instead of invasion. We don't need to invade. We're infiltrating from within. 10,000 XRP holders filed. I think the guy named John Deaton, you guys should follow him. He's one of us, and he was pissed off. And he likes all crypto, not just XRP. He's a lawyer too. He gathered 10,000 signatures to pretty much, I don't know exactly the whole story, but pretty much to intervene in this whole SEC lawsuit. Pretty much putting extra pressure on the SEC to either settle or drop this. And Gary Gensler is about to tap in, like, in wrestling when they tap someone in. Gary Gensler is going to tap in right when shit's hitting the precipice. When this is all hitting the precipice, Ripple's giving them extra heat, trying to expose them for their crimes they did with Ethereum. Us, the people, we're coming at them. We're coming at them from every angle. And we won. So the judge, SEC actually prohibitioned. They're trying to deny the public, the people's case. And the SEC actually defeated an attempt to block XRP holders' motion to intervene. Judge Torres grants request from Johnny Deaton to submit motion to intervene on behalf of XRP holders and set submission timetable. Read the judge's order here. You guys can read more. But we're winning. We're doing it, guys. This is a huge moment for us. And digital asset investors on it. Shout out to him. Here's more evidence about the bullshit of Jay Clayton. So we found out that he's going to get retired. They're going to get the lawsuit on the 21st, the day of the shift into the golden age, the day of the transition, the age of Aquarius. It's just like some astrology shit. So this is Alan Howard's backing, Bitcoin whale with 1 billion Alan. So this all started on December 16th. So there's this new company called Alan Howard's backing. And they dumped like $1 billion, Chinese right here. See. Digital asset hedge fund, One River adds former SEC chief Jay Clayton. So here's Alan Howard right here. One River first took steps into crypto last year when it bought 600 million in crypto and partnered with Brevin Howard Asset Manager, founder Alan Howard, that led to the establishment of One River Crypto. And One River is where Jay Clayton just joined. Like, dude, You're a shady motherfucker. We're going to expose you. Like, we're going to expose him. How is that not conflict of interest? Before I move on to the next anti-Ethereum thing, I'm going to, anti this. Let me show you this. The Fed's actively working on CBDC and some prototypes are near completion. The Fed, Bank of Boston, and MIT plan to unveil 2 prototypes of a digital dollar as soon as July. I've been telling you guys about the MIT connection. Gary Gensler, MIT, taught there. Algorand's on a huge mission today, almost $1.50. That's a MIT professor developed Algorand. Gary Gensler stated that you could build Uber on top of Algorand. So I need to show you one more video from one more post. So basically, they're trying to tell Ripple that they sold unregistered securities, but on Ethereum's actual website, if you go to ethereum.org, and there's also a video of Vitalik. I just remember there's a video on him on stage talking about it, but he did an ICO. He advertised an ICO, exactly what Ripple is blaming. The SEC is blaming Ripple for. Ethereum supposedly did it, and that's why they're looking for the paperwork, because they sold an ICO. I'm just trying to find it. Find it real quick. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Sorry, guys. I hope you guys noticed the new video entry that I did. I had typed in some effects. If you guys are new here, I've only been making these videos for a little over a month. So just learning how to operate YouTube. So all this content is fresh. If you're liking the vibe, then like, subscribe, make sure to leave a comment every video. Some of you guys have been leaving comments, but then right when I go to check it, they don't actually show up in my comment section. So I think they're trying to sabotage how much hype is really on this channel. So they're trying to keep me smaller than I really am, because I see so many comments come through, and then when I go to look at the page, they're not there. And I've heard some of you guys comment saying that they deleted your comment. So that's weird to me. So make sure to keep commenting, supporting this channel so we can grow and I can keep making it better. But the Ethereum ICO fundraiser to this day is proudly displayed on the ethereum.org website under the History of Ethereum section. Even a link to the Wayback Machine so you could see the sale from 2014, all as Ripple undergoes a lawsuit by the SEC. Complete travesty. So everything that Ripple is being blamed about, Ethereum has on their freaking website. Pretty crazy, ballsy. Because they know that they think they're like protected. I mean, who is it? Biden said that he was organized. Biden said he didn't need us to vote for him to win. You remember when he said that? Like, that's how cocky these people that are in power are. Like, they really don't give a fuck. They'll put it out there. Like, what are you going to do about it? Until the XRP army shows up on your front door and we do something about it. And we got Judge Torres backing us up. So I'm in disbelief. Let me show you the head asses that are out there. This is who you got to realize. We got clowns in the space. Clowns. So you got to hold true to what your intuition is telling you, your own intellectual capability. Because if you listen to the people all in this world today, like I said, the double mask people, good luck. Good luck. I'm in disbelief. Just spent the day with a trader from one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. This is the info they're getting. They only trade 3.0 blockchains. And they have all the data about them. And 2.0 and 1.0 blockchains as well. I have no idea what those are. Apparently, after I asked, 3.0 blockchains are ADA and XRP. I got curious and asked about Bitcoin. Answer. Bitcoin is outdated tech, exactly what we've been saying. And they see no reason to touch it or even be interested at this point in time. They also have all the data to back this up. To what I asked, okay, but it is the fastest asset in history of humankind to reach 1 trillion market cap. Is that not interesting for a hedge fund? Answer, no, because we have the data that shows that 60% of the supply is controlled by the U.S. Fed. That's interesting. At this point, I realized this professionals are being fed with bogus. At this point, I realized this professionals are being fed with bogus data. I don't know why or by who. I'm still trying to digest this. I left him with, hey, I don't know much about it, but I work on the area full time for some years. Bitcoin is the biggest breakthrough you'll see in your lifetime. Everything else doesn't really matter. So he kind of was like thinking he was smarter than the giant hedge funds. And we see that's a trend a lot. Like these people on TikTok think they're smarter than Christine Lagarde, who has been in running central banks and the biggest freaking, I think like the World Bank even affiliated with them. And they think that she knows less than these TikTokers or these people. Like, come on. And you got this guy who's giving you information telling you XRP is the chosen one, and you argue with him. Okay, but now you want to get to the real. I was going to show this video, but I already showed you guys so many videos. Basically, meet Kevin. Meet Kevin's a pretty big influencer on YouTube, big in real estate, but I would consider him mainstream. And now he's even hopping on the bandwagon of the calling Bitcoin China, like a China coin. How much hate did we get for calling it for so many years? Now we got Kevin O'Leary, we got Meet Kevin saying it. I'll show this video later. I want to keep this flow going, but we are crazy until we're right. We're crazy until we're right. And guess what? When we are right, no one's going to be like, very few people will actually pay us our props and be like, oh, you're right. Most people will just like kind of just act like they heard about it from someone else. This is another reason why I'm going to war with Vitalik. This is what my initial beef with him started. So the day, a dark day in crypto history, a day when we all should have came together and united. When the SEC unwarrantedly came after us, the XRP Army, and didn't protect us like their mission statement. And they did a lawsuit, the biggest one in crypto history. Vitalik actually one day wanted to work with Ripple. They slept on one of our people's couches and was begging for a job. We said no. I wonder why. Because he's a shitty human being. On that day, he comes out, look, December 21st, I told you, the age of Aquarius, when shit's going to get exposed. Looks like the Ripple and XRP team is sinking to new levels of strangeness. They're claiming that their shitcoin should not be called a security for public policy reasons, namely because Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese controlled. So he called XRP a shitcoin. He called XRP a shitcoin, and everybody on the Bitcoin team was coming at us and attacking us, making fun of XRP holders, and Vitalik was laughing at us. And I don't forget those type of things. So I'm gonna start slowly, and I'm gonna end up with like the knockout. You know, in Mortal Kombat when they do the finish him after you already win. So I'm slowly going to end his career as best as I can, guys. That's why you got to share this content. You got to spread it with your friends, comment. I don't care if you share it with haters. Let them in the comment section too. So let's watch this clip. Would any powerful person dance around like a fool like this? You think Brad Garlinghouse would do something like this? There's a bunch of videos of him dancing around wearing a unicorn t-shirt. There's him. This is who we want to help create the new financial system, the founder of Ethereum. I literally think this is like an IQ test. He also says, watching child, I'm not going to say it, PORN, because I tried to post this on TikTok and they wouldn't even let me post this. It says it's under review, so they won't let me get this information out on there. Watching child nudity is okay, says Ethereum owner Vitalik when anarchy goes too far. Now the whole conversation right here. This was the thread. He actually deleted a bunch of tweets from it. So he deleted a bunch of tweets, so we have to go, and he talks about it right here, so we know it's real. Absolutely whore CP, which is the code word. I don't support legalizing it. I'll leave it at that. Where is it? Where is it? So basically what he says is, I can easily argue that doing heroin imposes risk on others, or simple possession of child pornography does not. Establishing a general norm that a person's laptop is an extension of their mind and is inviolate can, in my opinion, have social benefits. That's where I see. Like basically trying to defend people's right that having CP doesn't bother people, doesn't affect anyone, but doesn't it affect the kids? Like you really have no like. You call yourself a man. I don't even know if he calls himself a man. Probably not. But you're not going to protect kids? And the SEC goes after Ripple? Plenty of Bitcoiners advocate legalization of all drugs. I don't see legalizing possession of child porn as more radical than heroin. That's your guy. That's not my guy. That's your guy. Just kidding. I know everybody on this channel. It's open-minded. But I just felt like to talk shit today. It's kind of fun. And then I found out that he's invested into, he gave like a $700,000 investment to this company called Moloch. Moloch is about like sacrificing kids. There it is right there. There's the Moloch, there's a kid. Haven't even seen this one yet. Moloch, D-A-O. The dude invested in the Ethereum co-inventor Vitalik have kicked $700,000 into Moloch. My dark dreams are starting to come true. These people are sick, man. That's why I support American tech. The whole thing is poised as a solution to scourge of Moloch, the Canaanite god of the child sacrifice. That legendary web philosopher Scott Alexander in his essay Meditations on Moloch described as a metaphor for social discord. This is the first time I'm seeing this. But it all connects. $9 million of NFT. There's like millions and millions of dollars being sold on NFTs. And we see the supply lines are shut down. And I was speculating, what if the NFTs are another way for them to do their Wayfair scandals because the supply lines are shut down now. Now all of a sudden millions of dollars are going to these NFTs running on Ethereum. And the founder of Ethereum just told you right now he's perfectly okay. If he tweets it, imagine what he's saying behind closed doors. It all connects. I'm literally like shocked. And there's always someone that wants to defend these people. He didn't mean it that way. Dude, if my goal is to run like a new financial system, I'm not going to tweet anything dumb like that. It's too much is at stake, too much risk. Anyways, the only reason why I did this, and I went, because the only reason why I had to attack him like this, because too many people, right now, we're in a bull market. Everybody's a genius in a bull market. I've made some suggestions on coins. They've made some of you money. That's awesome. But basically, every single crypto influencer, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitter that's recommended a coin has made somebody money. Let's be real. Every single coin on the market cap, if you would have bought 6 months ago, you would have made money. Because we're in a bull market. Everybody's a genius in the bull market. So I've been thinking about that a lot. And so many people are selling this dream that Ethereum is going to be bigger than Bitcoin. It's going to be huge. It's going to be, everyone's telling you that. So I'm going to do the opposite. And if I have to die on the sword, and if I'm wrong at some points, I'm okay with being wrong. I'm okay with it. The people that really make the best predictions and the people that really kind of see the future trends, even if you're wrong 10 times, people only remember the one time that you're right. So it's okay to think of new ideas and speculate and come up with your own theories, and it trains your mind to think in new ways. And if you're right, like the more that you do it, I found, the better I'm getting. So the more I'm doing, I'm not always right, but I think I'm helping lead everybody the right direction so far, like with all the videos and evidence that we're showing. But I'm really excited for Flare. So Anderson really brought up a good point right here. Flare is the answer to Ethereum. So I think this is perfect how it all comes together, how we're going to end this. Flare gives XRP, American technology, Ethereum-like capabilities, smart contracts. Flare also gives us a way to have passive income in a trustless way. So who wouldn't want to gain passive income from their crypto in a trustless way? Think about it. The demand for Spark could be huge. So the Flare networks is going to be massive. But yeah, guys, I just got back from Seattle, so I'm going to finish this video off with a clip of my trip to Seattle. Just not to like brag about my trip or anything, but I want to inspire some of the younger people on this channel, because at one point in my life, I was ordering fast food with freaking quarters and dimes, whatever change I could find. And now being able to travel the world and experience cool things because of all the investing and all this hard work and discipline, I just want to show this to you guys so that you know hard work pays off. And all these sacrifices, the sleepless nights you spend researching, and the money that you risk investing will pay off as long as you have the long-term vision and keep moving forward. And there are no failures. So if you fail on one investment, wipe it off and learn from it. Everything's a learning. Learn from it and then move forward. So make sure to know that there are no such thing as failures. They're just learning experiences, and you build, and that's how you win long term. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome night. Peace.